always good to have music in your genes. I think if you're musical, you can feel it inside yourself. It's just like following your body. I don't know.
Sonni Christensen is a talented musician. He lives with his friend Annis and Annis' parents just outside of Aarhus. They are some of the only musicians in the area who still play traditional Danish music. These instruments are part of the tradition. Sonny's family have been doing this for generations.
And here's the book that has been written about me and my family and the tradition. And yeah, that's my mother and my father. And me, my mom, our dog.
Sonny's parents and grandparents made a living as backyard musicians. They would perform in the courtyards and gardens of apartment blocks. People would listen and throw down money from their windows. However, his childhood was not idyllic.
Well, my parents wasn't like ordinary ones. I mean, they have a rough life and they were drinking a lot. So, I mean, I didn't have this family feeling like everybody else have a big family stuff. But I had a good childhood anyway. I mean, it wasn't that bad.
Sonni is also recognized as having a mental disability. Although he doesn't see himself as handicapped now, as a child he often suffered from tics and social development problems.
Disability is called something, not a brain damage, but it's like you have something in your forehead and there is a disability. Like I shouldn't be able to play music to combine things. Like playing something, I shouldn't be able to do that, but I am apparently. But that's my disability. Anders doesn't think I'm mentally disabled at all. And we don't speak about it. It's more or less just like, we're just normal. I live here and we are friends and we go out and play and stuff. He's not like taking over at some point, like being a helper and stuff.
It's a really good feeling to play with Sonni. He's a really brilliant musician and I think we fit very good together. I mean, I couldn't do it alone and I don't know, I don't think he could do it alone either. I mean, together we are something more special than just a single person.
Because Sonny's disability isn't severe, he's required to work 1 day a week for his pension. He co-manages and plays in a band of handicapped musicians. This can be both rewarding and challenging for Sonni and the band manager, Brian Laurie.
Basically, they are mentally disabled, which means that they can't arrange things and think like we do. A lot of things have to be planned for them. They don't learn by their mistakes. You have to tell them maybe 100 times, they still haven't learned.
Brian first started managing a disabled band in 1989 as a way to help disabled people gain confidence in themselves. It has since evolved to become a media and musical workshop with 20 disabled participants.
It means a lot to me to be in the band because we can talk about each other's problem and we work really good together. And it's like to have another family, so it means a lot to me to have this.
Well, mostly people doesn't see them for what they can do and more or less just let them sit in the corner because they don't think that they can do anything themselves. And that's why I think it's important about this band to show what they can do.
In 2017, the city of Aarhus will be hosting thousands of cultural events as part of the European Capital of Culture. Sonni and his bandmates will be performing in 2 of these concerts. However, not everyone is happy about this.
So, Aarhus 2017 is just for me prestige, waste of money. Maybe something will come out of it, but to our advantage, I don't think anything. Because what I wanted, I can't get. They should have employed people who knew what was going on. They haven't put people like me in contact with other small projects. There's no vision, there's no nothing. The work is putting the small projects together and getting something out of that.
Brian and the band's administrator, Lasse, had hoped to have a concert tour of Midtjylland with the European Capital of Culture funding. Because the funding was reduced, the show will now consist of playing 2 concerts, one with a choir, busking in the streets, and a week of musical workshops.
After 2017, the monetary support for this project stops. But I think, of course, we have to think about that perhaps there was 1,500, 2,000 applications, and we were one of them.
Despite criticism, the European Capital of Culture believes they have worked hard to fund and organise both large and small events.
This is part of the whole concept that the program group is built on partnerships, it's built on cooperation, it's built on, you can say, sharing knowledge and cooperation across all elements of the creative sector.
Even though things didn't turn out as planned, some group members are still excited to play the event.
Yeah, and my mom think it's so. I'm so good to remember all those lyrics, and I can remember all those songs. That's incredible. My mom told me.
And Sonni will continue in the footsteps of his family, doing what he loves.
Well, I mean, I have always had the music, and I don't think that I could imagine doing anything else. Like, it's a part of me, so I could not just leave it behind and say, I'll do something else. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play music the rest of my life.